Republic. One thing I've probably talked to a couple of people, maybe one, about
yourself.
Yourself? No. The politics in Star Wars. I mean, everybody's always watching the pew 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 pew. You's a bitch. But who is really handling all the business and how's it going?
Well, Jar Jar was pulling the strings behind everything.
That bastard. But
Carlos,
yes.
I think that's one of the things that a lot of people grind on the prequels. Mm-hmm. They say they suck. I like the prequels because it's not a story about Luke or it's not a character story. It's a story about the universe.
Okay.
I mean,
some knowledge on me.
And the original, it was about Luke. And yeah, the prequels were about Anakin, but it was mainly about the Empire. Like, that was the main character.
The rise of the Empire.
Rise of the Empire. And, it does do a good job in showing how, like, an old, stale government that's just not doing anything could collapse. I mean, Palpatine was able to do it by just causing a war here and there. Mm-hmm. And the Clone Wars really delve into that because they get into the whole thing about how the Empire is corrupt and all the banking clans and the money. I mean, by the end of it, Dooku controlled... It's not that he controlled the government. It's that he controlled the money, the military, and... that's one thing I always liked about Star Wars is that, like, it has a story to say about our way of life. And I kind of hate that they took that out of Star Wars, the new trilogy. Like, they just avoid it. Like, we have no idea what's going on in the universe. Like, even the original trilogy, you knew there was an empire. Yeah. You knew there was a rebels. They discuss a little politics, but in this one, it's like, we made Starkiller Base. We blew up these planets. Boom, Republic gone.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
It's like, we don't know what's going on.
Oh, right. That's crazy. Cruz, do you got anything to drop on the old ways? The political side?
I'm not a political person, so I avoided that at all costs in Star Wars movies.
Oh, you're a fucking... he's the Green Party?
He's a libertarian?
God damn it.
Get me the lightsabers and the freaking pistols and...
Okay, so you're the kind that really enjoyed... I'm assuming...
Yeah, I enjoyed the action.
So, I mean...
There's nothing wrong with that.
So, 1, 2, and 3, were they any good for you? Since Carlos touched upon the old politics.
Of course, yeah. Okay. There's a lot of talking in movies and all that, but, they were still great movies. Okay. They had the pod races,
How awesome is that scene?
Yeah, that scene was awesome.
Whoa! Oh, back to our, the pod racing game.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. That thing, they need to make that one again.
It's working! It's working!
Am I the only who feels sorry for that one guy who they show him with his family before the race? Oh, and then he crashes, he just goes,
His whole family's here today to cheer him on. We understand Mrs. Terrell just got out of the hospital, so we wish her and her family the best of luck today.
Am I the only one who feels sorry for that guy?
No. Yes you are.
Oh, feel sorry? Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
That wife is on the streets now feeding her child.
All right, so nothing. Anybody want to touch upon any more politics, Carlos? Is there anything else you like? Kind of, they went all political on this, or all about Legends? Was there any good politics in Legends?
Thrawn,
yes.
Yeah, Thrawn. Like he was a bit of a political mastermind. Like, he knew how the Republic was a democracy, and if he attacked them, he knew it would take them a while because democracies are foolish. They always have to discuss stuff.
Yeah.
He kind of believed... The reason he wanted to take over, create the Empire, was because he knew the Yuzong Vong were coming. Mm-hmm. And he knew the best chance the galaxy had to survive was to be united under one country that could be militaristic and fight them. He wasn't evil. Like, that's what I like about him. He was doing evil stuff for a greater good.
Yeah.
And maybe if he had been in charge, maybe... Because when the Yuzong Vong come in, they just fuck everything up. If he was in charge, they probably would have stood a better chance against him.
Okay.
I mean, Thrawn, if Thrawn had captured Luke, he wouldn't have been the kind of guy who'd be like, oh, join my side, be evil with me. He would have been like, straight up with Luke, like, hey, listen, this is why I'm doing this. Join my side, or convince your buddies to do this.
Okay. Nice. All right. Star Wars before and now. Cruz, for you, has Star Wars now kind of helped? Star Wars before helped a lot from Star Wars now. Like, do you think some of these are learning some parts? I'm not just talking about movies, but shows and I guess comics and so on and so forth. Like the Star Wars of the before time.
Like the original 3?
Yeah.
Or what are you
The
saying?
original 3. I would say, actually, no, let's go with 1 through 6. 1 through 6. Even if you want, you could do 4 through 6, and then you could jump, like, what they learned from 1, 2, and 3, and then so forth.
Is it helping?
Yeah, I mean, you get mistakes here, you fix it.
Because, because you know how I said how the prequel trilogy was all about politics?
Yeah.
And now the new ones just avoid it completely. Like that's one thing they're doing differently that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, how can I? Is it shooting itself in its own foot? It's like in these new movies, there's no politics, but then in these new movies, they're adding so many things that there's no importance in them.
Okay.
It's like why are we watching a kid sweeping and using Jedi Force if it's not going to lead to anything?
You think it's not going to lead to anything?
Well, what's his name? Rain Johnson, the director of the movie, said they're not going to do anything with that child.
Okay.
So why even bother showing that child?
Oh, no children.
But at the same time, Star Wars it's big.
Yeah.
Star Wars is going to go on forever. It's going to learn from its mistakes. It might repeat its mistakes. People are saying that The Force Awakens was a remake of The New Hope.
But you kind of almost felt like it's like Superman Returns. I want to say that Superman Returns was a little slight remake of.
They kind of had to do it to show fans. It's like, see, we can do it.
Yeah. Okay. And that's not a bad thing. I thought Superman Returns was a great kind of remake / reboot.
Best villain in the whole DC
It was technically
universe.
a sequel
Reboot.
To the old ones, yeah.
Yeah. Because they kind of laid it off. But anyway, enough about Superman.
Yeah.
Stop! Shut up about Superman!
Shut up about the sun.
But okay, so are you excited of anything that they're gonna try to?
I'm just excited for the new stories coming up.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people didn't watch Solo, and it sucks that Solo is not getting the attention it needs.
Solo was good.
Solo was great, but because one movie messed up, everything's hurting.
Oh yeah.
It's like the side stuff is doing better than the main stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, stay away from Skywalkers. Because if you notice, I know you guys haven't seen the Mandalorian, but the Mandalorian is doing great. It's the most wanted show right now on any live stream. It's beating Stranger Things with only 3 episodes.
Only 3 episodes.
Stranger Things has 3 seasons, and Mandalorian just came out with 3 episodes.
Oh, would you say that's... Well, I mean, I would say that's a little unfair, because, I mean, Stranger Things it's kind of new to itself.
It's already getting old to people.
Well, no, I'm saying Star Wars is such a big name. You put anything Star Wars, they're going to be like, oh. I mean, I'm pretty sure Stranger Things wasn't like that in the beginning. I mean, I'm trying to say, like, it's Star Wars. You're always going to want people.
Who are you trying to piss off here? Star Wars fans or Stranger Things fans?
Yeah,
I like both.
But I'm not going off the fan base. I'm just going off, like...
How much it's wanted?
Yeah,
it's
like,
still here.
Like, but Mandalorian only has 3 episodes, and everybody wants more. When you Stranger Things, you're like, oh, we're getting another season. Great. What are they gonna talk about this time? The 90s?
I want more Stranger Things. Am I the only one here?
I wouldn't mind if they do the 90s.
Right? Okay, so, alright, Cruz, we'll stop that with you. You're trying to go all crazy. I want more Mandalorian! Carlos, for you, anything of the old passed down to the new that you're like, okay, they learned, they didn't. And I'm not just talking about just in general. I mean, Clone Wars, cartoon episode, animation, anything?
Well, I mean, I think what makes Star Wars so cool, what makes everybody love it, is the universe. And, you know, I get Disney has to use these actors before they die. I mean, they're dropping during the filming. Like,
Damn.
Leia died while they're... And I get they have to use them before they're gone.
Yeah.
But, hopefully once they finish this trilogy, they kind of just... Okay, what do the fans want? Do they want to see the Old Republic? Let's make a movie about that. Let's make a show. Let's do whatever... Like... Game of Thrones has taught them you can make a show about anything obscure now. Now you can make a show, an actual show on HBO about Star Wars, and people will watch it.
Yeah.
So hopefully after this trilogy, once they're done with the whole Skywalker thing, they can be like, let's go balls out now.
I mean, I think Mandalorian shows that it's like, hey, you can put anything.
Well, not even The Mandalorian. Even Rogue One was great.
Yeah, like their side stuff is great. Like
True.
Like I said, it's the universe that we want. It's not the.
We want to get away from the Skywalkers for a bit.
Yeah, like
just give us more.
Yeah, it's like come back to it later, but it's like show us the dirty part. I mean, at the end of the day, Star Wars has always been about the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
The prequels delved into the behind the scenes stuff.
I'm more excited for the future.
The future is now.
Yeah.
Omnicorp brought it for us.
All right. I think we delved into that. Speaking of Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3, what do you guys think now about the fandom before? Before that was
It's
4,
horrible.
5, and 6, and then they were like, "Get this trash out of here." What do you say now? I think Cruz. What for you? Do you like the 1, 2, and 3? And what did you think of it back then?
I've always loved 1, 2, and 3. 1 was the first Star Wars movie I seen in theaters.
Oh damn! Okay.
So, as like the first generation, 4, 5, and 6, when they saw 1, 2, and 3, they hated it.
Okay.
Now with what is it, 7, 8, 9? When we had 1, 2, 3, we loved 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And now we're hating 7, 8, 9.
History repeats.
Yeah. Every generation is gonna have different feelings about Star Wars.
I mean, because we grew up with those movies. Like, those movies came out when we were little kids.
Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing we had, they also re-released the old Star Wars too, right? When we were out in the...
That's how I saw Star Wars New Hope, was in the theaters in 97.
Yeah.
And they were going to do that, and like, forgot, like, this was like a few years ago.
We were talking about
before Disney bought Star Wars, they were going to re-release each Star Wars once a year.
Like, piss on that. I don't want to watch that re-release.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the Phantom Menace, and then Disney was like, oh no, you don't. We're buying this shit.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Money? Money talks?
Wow. Okay, so how about you, Carlos? I mean, from all that stuff, especially the fandom, the hate, the love for less Star Wars, 1, 2, and 3.
I mean, I think it's funny how some people did switch tones all of a sudden. It's like, the prequels were terrible.
Right.
And then they saw this. Oh my god, come back, honey. Come back. I love you.
Come back, Jar Jar.
I didn't mean those things I said.
Okay, speaking of that, fighting styles, the ways they've changed so many times.
God, they're so much better than
4, 5, 6,
Oh,
1,
God.
2, and 3, and now 8, 7, and 8.
9.
Well, we haven't seen 9.
Because I know in A Force Awakens they tried to get away from the prequel fighting style.
It was
Listen,
nice.
it was dope.
Yeah,
I want
We
more
got-
fighting styles like that.
We got Duel of Fates with that.
Yeah, it's true. You cannot forget Duel of Fate.
Revenge of the Sith, that was the best. Dude,
Yoda.
that shit went. Oh my god.
I'm glad they finally gave us Yoda's fight. Like, before it was like, okay, we get it. Yoda was the best. But when?
We got to see Palpatine Prime, Palpatine just throwing the Senate. I am the Senate.
Oh, man.
That was
Godspeed,
great.
Spider-Man.
Galactic Empire.
It
Okay.
was great. I mean, and again, I enjoy the lightsaber duels from the original. Those were cool. Like, the lightsaber duel between Luke and Darth Vader in
Empire Strikes Back, yes.
That's tense.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
is a tense fight.
And
It's
it
not.
gets-
I was a little pissed in the 6th one because they didn't go hard
Yeah.
like how the 5th one did.
But even then, when Luke comes out of the dark going, no, and the music
Baby
just...
sister.
Those fights are emotional.
Yeah.
Each one, they all have their they all do something right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like the new lightsaber fights, but
The only thing I didn't like was Rey going
They
Super
seem
Saiyan.
kind of gritty. I like it. Like, just raw. Like they're just trying to kill each other without doing choreography.
like if we handed you a lightsaber right now, that's how you would fight.
Yeah, like,
if you didn't slice your own arm off.
Yeah, but so which one was your favorite lightsaber duels?
Obi-Wan Anakin.
Okay. Well, that was too obvious.
That one was everywhere.
Where for you, besides that one?
I'm split between that and between Empire and Duel of Fates.
Oh, yeah. Was that the one with, obviously, Darth Maul? And...
Darth Maul. Darth Maul was one of the... The prequel gave us Darth Maul. We can't forget that.
And then is he canon now?
Yeah, he's canon.
No, I mean, not canon. They brought him back. Remember, they killed him and they brought him back.
They brought him back in the
Clone
Wars show with some sweet robot legs.
Ah, nice.
He's getting his own series.
He's getting his own series.
Yeah, he's going to be traveling universe with Daenerys Targaryen.
Same actor?
No, they might get somebody younger.
God damn it.
Ray Parks, unfortunately, isn't coming back anymore.
Oh, damn. Wasn't he Snake Eyes?
He was Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, I know that.
Why can't Liam Neeson just suck it up and be in Star Wars again?
Right, wasn't he excited to do it before? He said, like, he didn't even read the script. He's like, Star Wars, yes.
I'm in.
Yes. Sock it to me, baby.
Besides Anakin and Obi-Wan, I think my favorite duel was Episode 3. No, Episode 6. That father-son conclusion at the end is like, I know there's good in you.
Best space battle.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That would be...
Let's start with yours. What's yours?
Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
Space battles. I want to say the... Which one was the... Oh, I would say with the 6th one, because they were literally trying to clutch it and blow it up again. And you're obviously Lando Calrissian was like, whoa, with that guy, like, oh, yeah.
You got to give hand more time.
Yeah. I mean, it was just exciting because it was literally the end. You're just like, yes, do it. I mean, part 4, I was a kid and I was like, whoa. But then, like, I was excited to do it again, like, do it again.
You got to see the Empire in all its glory.
Yeah, and that was cool for me. I think not too much. Actually, maybe which one else? I think I'm blank. I'm growing to blank.
The opening battle from Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah. Oh, when they introduced that son of a bitch.
Oh, that was great.
General Grievous.
Add to my collection. Why? I'm sorry if my General Grievous comes out like Count Chocula.
He's beautiful. He was.
Hello there.
I mean, okay. How about you, Cruz? Is there anything that you?
Space battles, I'm going to say I liked all of them, but the one that makes me laugh each time I see it is when annoying little kid Anakin is in the freaking...
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
Oh my
God.
God. I keep cracking up when I see that. And this kid has no clue what he's doing, and yet he destroys the big-ass ship.
Oh, like father, like son.
All these professional military pilots, and they're all like, what the fuck, this 7-year-old?
Yeah.
Like, he gets a medal at the end while these pilots are just at the side, just like, fuck, oh no, we just died
We didn't give him backed up at all.
It was he used the Force, and midichlorian was high.
Oh God.
Is midichlorian still a thing?
Well, they're
avoiding it as
in
much as
Clone
possible.
Wars. Yoda tries to, I forget, he's talking to somebody, and he's all like, oh, the Force is created by midichlorians, and she just shuts him up. It's like, there's more to the Force than midichlorians.
Shut your mouth, bitch.
Well, I think Luke explains it better in Episode 8. The Force is everything. The Force is everywhere. The Force is you.
It binds us, penetrates us.
So he's like Goku with the spirit bomb. Yo,
Give me all your Force.
Can we give Luke the Force, and he can like just bomb the fuck out of the First Order?
right? Can't he go Super Saiyan like Maul or something? Okay. Now, anything about when it comes to the Force, the Jedis and the Sith? Is there any Jedis that you guys were big fans besides your main, like Luke or Darth Vader? Is there any unnamed heroes that were Jedis and Sith that were like, hey, this shout out goes to you?
Wouldn't be able to name them if they're unnamed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Kenobi doesn't count?
Kenobi does. Okay, well, you know, that's a popular
I
one.
want to see a movie or a show about like the hardcore war between the Empire and the Jedis and the Sith.
Okay.
I want to see like an army of Jedis fight an army of Sith like in the Old Republic game.
Okay.
I want to see both of these powers going at it in their prime. Fleets going at it, just all out. That's one thing I never liked about the whole rebel thing. It's like it's the underdogs going against the big empire. No, I want to see these two giant armies fight it. Yeah.
Equal forces.
Now, what do you guys believe? What do you guys think about that whole one Sith, one
The rule of two.
The rule of two. What's your belief on that?
Is there really only a rule of two?
Well, it's like that. There's only two at a time, and the trainee will always kill the master, and then he will train a new one, and the whole cycle just repeats itself.
Isn't that kind of like stopping them from fucking taking over? There's 1,000 Jedis, right? And then there's like it's not 1,000, but there's a lot.
The thinking was that like I forgot the guy who created the rule of two, the Sith, but he basically he saw all the wars that were happening between all the Sith and the Jedi, and he was like, okay, we can't go toe to toe with them every time. Mm-hmm. We just can't beat them in the battlefield. We'll beat them behind the scene because Jedis can't be, politically savvy like us.
Okay.
So, and it kind of worked. I mean, it took them thousands of years, but Palpatine did control the galaxy, and he wiped out the Jedi.
Okay, that's true.
There was only a few left after you wiped it all, right? Half of them out.
Most of them, like...
It'd just be quicker than... Yo, more Sith, more Sith.
I mean, the Sith were fighting the Jedi for, like, thousands of years, and having these giant wars, and, Rule of Two comes in, and... Boom.
Conquered everything. Yo, you all did nothing.
And it works. It's a system that works. And it's one the Jedi can't really fight.
Okay. Does anybody know the story of... what's the old saying?
Doth plaguest the wise.
Yes. Does no one know?
I only read the first half of the book, then I lost it, and I never got back to it.
Oh, really?
I never actually... I was going to buy it the other day, but I haven't ordered it yet.
Damn. Did you know a little bit of him?
He's immune.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know those aliens with the giant heads in Star Wars? Okay. The banking clan would love to join the separatists. that's Plagueis. He's
okay, now that name has a face.
Now he no longer sounds threatening.
Damn fucking Palpatine. He probably fucking trolled him. That guy was dope.
Plagueis the wise. Is it possible to learn this power?
Okay. All right. Now we're near our little adventure. I would like to ask you, gentlemen, mostly starting with Cruz, what to you is Star Wars? I mean, like the love. Where does it come from? Where does that penis go?
Into his left hand.
Oh, yikes!
What is Star Wars? Oh man.
Okay, then I'll talk to Carlos. Then piss off. I'll talk to you later.
Okay,
then.
Fine.
Carlos. Love of Star Wars.
It's the wars.
The wars, okay.
I love all the tactical shit about it. I love the Clone Wars era because that's when they delve into like the military tactics and it's about the wars. Okay. Show us that. Nice. And I love how Clone Wars gets into like the tactics and all the extra data on like the I love learning about the battleships and all that.
Nice.
I mean, to me, Star Wars is about the wars.
I dig it. Cruz, can we come back to you and you could give us an answer?
Star Wars, Carlos says about the wars. I think Star Wars is about the stories. Every Star Wars movie has a great story to it. Okay. Every book has a great Star Wars story. That's pretty much why I love Star Wars, because Star Wars always has great stories to give.
Not the Christmas.
Oh, not the Christmas special.
Not the Christmas special.
No.
We're keeping that out of this one.
Oh, yes. We might cut it off the video.
Is it canon?
No. It's not canon.
Because it did have all of them in it. And
yeah, but it's not canon.
Yeah.
It was directed by Lucas.
Right. I mean, for me, I think, in general, I think it's both whatever you guys are... It's the wars and the stories. I think it's a perfect thing. A perfect type of... tale you can tell. It has war, has romance, has laughter, politics. It's a world itself. Obviously,
like, if the world were to end tomorrow and there was only a few of us left, we would be telling our children in our campfire the stories of Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader.
Yeah,
we would be saying those stories.
Not Abraham Lincoln.
Not Abraham Lincoln.
I'll free the slave. No. This guy freed.
This guy Luke Skywalker freed the Wookiees.
Yeah. Hitler was an asshole. No. Palpatine was an asshole. Order 66.
That was the tragedy of our time.
Damn. All right. That was cool. Anything that are you excited for? That's upcoming cruise that you
You know, I'm a Kenobi fan, so I'm hyped up for that series.
Oh, nice.
I'm hyped up. I've always been no, I wasn't a fan of Vince from the beginning. From the first sequel trilogy, I hated the guy.
Okay. Damn.
And then I saw episode 2, 3.
Oh, you like him in the first one, obviously.
Yeah, it was like, hey, you lied to Luke. You told him his father died, and at the end, you did it?
He didn't lie.
He lied. He told him, like, why didn't you tell me Vader was my father?
Vader wasn't his father. His father's Anakin.
Yeah, Vader's a different
But Anakin
man.
turns into Vader.
Anakin died a long time ago.
Vader killed Anakin.
But then I'd seen episodes.
I felt her.
I'd seen episodes 1, 2, and 3, and I'm like, okay, I understand why you kept after him, man. I understand why you did it.
It's all from a certain point of view.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Carlos? Anything you have you heard that you're excited for? There's a new trilogy coming out, right? Too after this.
Yeah, they keep. I try to stay away from the news because it always changes all the time.
Yeah.
Rumors this, rumors that.
Rumors that. But I'm excited for the Clone Wars return.
Oh, nice.
I want to watch Mandalorian. I need to get Disney
Great
Plus
show.
for that shit.
Great show.
Great show. Great show.
You haven't even seen it.
Oh yes, great show. Anyways,
I'm excited for the Star Wars Star Trek crossover.
is there any characters right now that you kind of were a big fan of the whole anything of Star Wars in general? I mean, let's talk about canon and then legends. Okay, we'll do that then. Carlos, any favorite character for canon? Nice. Anyway, any character from canon? God damn it, we're doing a show here.
God damn it, Michael.
Besides Kenobi, right now I'm falling in love with the Mandalorian.
Here we go, guys.
And I'm also falling in love with Cal from the Jedi Fallen Order, the new game.
Talking about the cereal bar and Kellogg's. Anyways, what else from Legends? Is there anything from Legends?
Legends, that was my favorite, was Ben Skywalker, and his cousins. They were twins. I like that story. One twin goes bad. Both cousins go after him. It's a whole. Those books were great.
Oh, nice. Check those out at your local Amazon website.
Amazon's, Barnes and Noble.
Because they're gonna be closing down every goddamn store soon.
Seriously?
No, I'm just saying. The internet.
It's gonna go the way of borders.
I'm aware of fucking tinfoil hat. Like, yo, they're gonna close down the mall. Okay, Carlos, can we talk back to you?
From Expanded Universe, Thrawn.
Okay.
Loved him.
Anybody else that from the Expanded Universe?
Well, I didn't really know the characters. Like, Cruz was more of the... Because he read the books more about, like, the one that what happened to Luke and all that. Pretty much with me, it was, like, the Thrawn trilogy.
All right, about canon. People that exist.
People that exist.
Yes.
Well, Thrawn technically does exist now.
Yeah, but not the one you wanted.
Not the
He
one
doesn't
I
count.
want.
He
Yeah.
doesn't count.
God damn it. Ooh, fuck, I forgot his name. The Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
From Rebels.
Okay, the Inquisitors, yes.
No, but the Inquisitor.
The main guy, the Grand Inquisitor.
He was dope.
Yeah.
That?
He was basically...
They're Jedi hunters.
Shut up, Cruz. Let the man talk. Now that he has a fucking answer.
He was basically a guardian at the Jedi Temple. Mm-hmm. He had a yellow lightsaber. He was with the Jedi.
Was he the guy from Thor?
Yes. And then Order 66 comes, and he's like, I know which way the wind's blowing. What's up, Palpatine? I'm on your side.
No way.
And he's just so, he's just so good. Just so diabolically.
So bad that it's so good.
Like, all of us like to think, like, oh, I would never join. I would fight and die. No, this guy was like, nah, fuck you, man. I'm not joining.
Wow. All right.
Okay, who's your least favorite?
Oh, yes. Who's your least?
The black dude.
Racist.
You son of a
I'm
bitch.
sorry.
Racism
That
is
is
still
my
alive.
job.
What's his name? I don't even know his name. That's how much I'm important.
Black Stormtrooper, Black Jedi.
Oh, Finn?
Finn, there you go, Finn.
How is it that you like these movies and you're like, I don't know?
I don't care for the character.
You've changed.
Finn is annoying. Like, what does he do? What has he done since the first one?
Plot of Asian
He was
chick.
That's
wow.
What's that girl name then?
Rose.
Rose Tico.
Every rose has its thorn.
Kiss by a rose.
He's trying to plow Ray. That's his job.
And he didn't. I was disappointed. I thought they were going to be a thing. I would have been okay with it.
Why are they shipping him and Poe? I don't get it.
I would love it if they did that. I would
just
love it.
People get mad.
Oh God, I'm already
I
getting
would
pissed.
yuck it up just because it's. You know what? I
All
hope.
those anime. Look at those drawers. The ones that draw
Yeah,
like
the
men.
fan at it.
Yeah, like Twink, and what's his name?
Twink and Clyde.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We'll accept it. Riley will be gay.
Japanese people decide who's gay.
Yes.
Why is it
Japanese
that-
people.
Why is it that we finally get a Guatemalteco on TV and you want to make him gay?
Why does my Pornhub have all of this shit? What the
It's Peter pounding Lois and then Poe pounding Finn.
Cruz is like, they finally put my people
They
in
put
the
my
movie.
people!
You know? They got the Mandalorian. I don't know if he's gay.
No, I think he's Hispanic, but I don't know what he is.
He's
Don't-
le gusta Chile. Okay, how about you, sir? Since you're all like, who do you hate? Who do you hate?
I'm split between the entire cast of Rebels.
Oh damn! You hate Rebels?
The kid Ezra.
Oh,
So fucking annoying.
Damn. You know who I hate?
Jar Jar.
Boba Fett.
Bubba!
Fuck that cunt.
No disintegration.
No, yeah. Oh my god. It just, there was so much hype. Everybody hyped him. Everybody wanted to dress like him. You want to die like him, like a bitch. Is he dead? Is he really dead?
He's dead.
He's gone.
He's gone? Thank
As in
goodness.
canon, he's dead.
Okay.
He never came out of that.
Sarlacc pit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that Robot Chicken special they
There
did.
comes out. Oh, I'm out. What's up? I got 2 lightsabers.
Yeah,
Purple Raid.
Yes, I like that. The only time I was like, yeah, all right. I mean, besides that, anybody else do we hate the least? No?
Do we hate?
Nobody?
Yaddle.
Yaddle?
Fuck Yaddle.
Oh, yeah? All right. What say you then, huh? What's...
Yeah, fuck him. How dare he just stand there and be silent? That long-haired that long-necked Jedi in the Jedi Council.
Oh, God, what did he work for?
He's just standing there like, can't hold his head up.
Yeah, they don't let fucking Qui-Gon Jinn in.
You got this long-necked son of a bitch is on there.
Cousin of a giraffe.
Oh, so it's a council now? It's not just the two of you? What about you, Dogface? Did you know that now it was a council?
Inform the Senate, we must.
All right. Well, I think if any last moments, anybody has to say anything about Star Wars?
People, you guys keep messing up the most famous line from Empire Strikes Back. It's not, Luke, I am your father. It's, no, I am your father.
It's Luke, I am your father.
What?
No, it's not. It's, no, I am your father.
Well, who shot first?
Who did shoot first?
The horrible. No, you know who shot first? The horrible animation CGI they did at the end, like the one his
His
neck.
head just snapped.
Yeah.
Oh
Bro.
my God, Han, are you okay?
Why don't they just make him a bad bitch already? Like, come on, use bad. Carlos, anything to say? Any last touching moments or sayings about Star Wars?
Mark Hamill's right.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
What is he right about?
He didn't like what they did to Luke.
Oh yeah, they did him dirty.
They did look dirty.
Trust in the Force. That's all I have to say.
I feel like he really is a Jedi.
He is a Jedi. He's the Joker.
Like legit. Like legit. I think he's a Jedi.
Like, we could go up to him and, like, teach us something.
Yeah.
He will teach us something.
Please pie me in the face with acid. Yes. Yeah, Cruz, anything touchy? Like, I mean, what do you, any good thoughts about Star Wars?
Good thoughts about Star Wars?
Yeah. I mean, Carlos gave one, a beautiful one yesterday, for Game of Thrones last time.
What did Carter say about Game of Thrones?
That he was so happy that it exists. Are you happy?
I'm excited that Star Wars exists. I trust in the Force.
Trust in Force?
I trust in the Force.
How about Disneyland? Do you trust in the Star Wars?
You know what? I'm going to defend Kennedy here. She came out saying that there's...
John, I thought you were talking about John F. Kennedy.
No, not John F. Kennedy. She came out the other week saying that it's not easy making Star Wars stories because there's no materials coming to make these stories out of. You know, like the comic books, you go straight to the comic books and you got material.
But they want to come up with new ones.
What do you mean there's no material? There's like hundreds of books.
Yeah, but
you can pick and choose.
I think they don't want to copy and paste, I'm assuming?
Like
you can, but not a lot of it's not gonna make sense anymore. It's like you can't do the Luke Skywalker stories anymore because Ben is now Kylo.
You do what Marvel does. You just take the best elements of the comics and throw them in there. I mean, like Gamby said about comic book movies. They're just gonna take the title and put the best elements, but it's not gonna be a page for page recreation.
I said that.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm not disagreeing with you with that.
There's like tons of the Old Republic. There's tons of old material. Just take something.
Like I
throw
said,
in some
I'm not
writers.
disagreeing with you. And it's not an argument point. But at the same time, she is right.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. Because you can't get a lot of these stories anymore because they won't fit as much as they used to.
That's why you just take the best parts of it, the points that do, or you can change it. But there is source material. There is a lot of
There is
inspiration.
source material.
Yeah, that's your argument that there's no source material. Yes, there is. You just gotta change it and alter it now.
That's what they don't want to do. They don't want to change it or alter it. Just leave it as it is.
Oh yeah, because that didn't work out for Marvel. Having all these awesome Civil War, Infinity War, that didn't work out for
them. But those are still canon. They could go off of that. Star Wars can't.
Yes, they can.
They just get Legends, some stuff?
They could get some stuff from Legends, but like I said, they're gonna have to alter them and change some things, and I don't think they want to go through that.
Lazy?
They can just take structures, but there is source material. I mean, to say that, oh, I can't think of anything in this giant universe to do, that's stupid. I mean, you could think of you could write a fan fiction right now and have it be awesome, and they can't.
What's your fan fiction, Chris?
I'm not saying he has a fan, but I mean, like, we could all write a fan fiction about Star Wars, and it could be something original, and, you know, the fact that we can do it, but she can't, or those thousands of writers that she has, that's bullshit.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's your opinion.
It's like your opinion,
that's
man.
Your opinion,
that's
man.
like your opinion, man.
Like, you mean we could get more shit from a story? Fuck you. Okay. I think, that was a good debate. I don't know where it went, but you guys can't get along with the Star Wars era. I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming, like always. Non-sexual. But this was Star Wars, and hopefully next time, I think we're going to talk about, we're bringing up a topic about canceled shows that were canceled too soon. And I hope you guys could join us for that on the next episode of TheSlice.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
gobble,
wherever
gobble.
you're at in the world. From Iraq to China to Australia.
To the Falklands.
To the Falklands. All right, everybody.
The force be with you.
Yes, and you too. Everybody, like I said, Palpatine is watching. Goodbye.